Okay. Hey guys, today's video will be a gameplay commentary to Tsareena, who's currently still absolutely broken of a character. I'll be playing in the jungle because I think in solo queue it's actually quite good in the jungle, since if you get a level lead, you absolutely just 1v4 games, 1v5 games. Very hard to kill, insane damage in teamfights if you're ahead. The only problem with jungle Tsareena is that if the enemies have a Dragonite, you have no chances of getting Dreadnoughts unless you win insanely hard. So that's the only problem. Besides that, it does perform quite well in the jungle. Very good, like, brawl carry for late game as well, and it's just very easy to get your level 6, right? After level 6, Tsareena is one of the strongest characters in the game for quite a while, and that's all you really want, and it's sometimes hard to get in lane. And again, if the enemies have, like, higher level characters, then it might also be hard for Tsareena to actually get those kills. For held items, you're running Muscle Band, Body Barrier, and Score Shield. I personally like going 2 defensive items, because I think the character is still quite squishy. And Score Shield's quite nice since you have an inbuilt shield yourself, so you can kind of split push a lot and get some good scores for experience. Besides that, you can also run Focus Band or Weakness Policy or Scope Lens. I think are all good characters, Razor Claw as well. So yeah, level 5 now we have Triple Axel, and our goal is just getting level 6 as fast as possible, because then we can just snowball games absolutely hard. Nothing in the game can fight a level 6 Tsareena. It just has way too much damage and just like no cooldowns on her spells, right? A lot of attack speed and mobility as well, and CC, since I will be going Grassy Glide this game. I've slowly transferred to Grassy Glide. I used to always go Drop Kick, but right now I prefer the Grassy Glide just because it's a bit faster, it has a bit more range, and the CC is also quite nice. Already here, like, looking very aggressive. Here is our Score Sheet, come in action. Sadly didn't get the score off, but proccing our shield and just dive the EV. Like, nothing in the game we can just pretty much dive characters on cooldown now. Nothing can really stop us as soon as we get our level 6. Just a lot of sustain, and even just having the shield from Grassy Glide just allows us to go very, very ham. Here I'm gonna recoil, go back for my buffs. I don't really like spending time in mid too much on lanes. There I spent a lot of time in lane just because, I was able to get a 30 score off, which I preferred over recalling. Obviously very nice. Now we take our blue buff and we just do another jungle round. And yeah, our goal is obviously just being level 9 for the first Dread. The biggest issue in this, I think, in this game is that my bot lane was really hard, so it's actually very hard to contest the first objective. But I just decided to gank top lane because it looked very easy. An EV is very weak until it's Sylveon, and they were pretty pressured, and we got 2 kills, got a huge score. But in the fact, my bot lane kind of suffered, but that's how it is. If my bot lane doesn't play safe and they don't get ganks, then the game can be hard. Here, I think I should have maybe rotated slowly to bot lane, just make sure I have a counter gank there, since my bot lane is struggling. But just decided to stay top, and now I'm just like, okay, I'm not sure what I should be doing. They're very overextending on bot lane, so I'm gonna look for a flank, hopefully get some kills. And if you don't know how Tsareena's passive works, I made a guide about it, explaining her passive very in detail. Here, I think I could have played this much better. Also, we're running full here, so on Tsareena, I think you should run full here. You have so much mobility, Jack Button's not really needed. We still at least get 1 kill. We do die though here, which is very bad for us, because the Tsareena was level 6, I'm level 8, which means he gets a lot of experience. At this point, I decide I will not go for this Dread now, because our bot lane lost this hard, and we just have absolutely no chance of going for this. Our top lane is still top. And I'm just deciding, okay, I'm just gonna power farm. I will just be way too late for this, right? You can always see them being on the Dread. I would never make it there in time anyways. So, just deciding to farm my jungle instead and just be high level, and then after the Dreadnought is dead, maybe look for a fight, and hopefully the enemy overextend on bot lane, and we can look for some kills, our team fight. So I'm running full here, just because you just want your triple exits to go off, right? You don't want to be CC'd, because then you can't get healed, very straightforward. He's already one guy, I'm just gonna look for a fight. I could have maybe full healed that, but I didn't feel like I have to. And we're just looking for these boosted auto attacks and just getting our free triple axel. At this point in the game, I mainly will just triple axel the boosted thing when I have it. So we can see auto attacking a lot, triple axing, we just get a free double kill. Get a nice 26 score in. I'm kind of being split from my team right now as well, but my team has 0 ultimate, so actually having full-on team fights are just very unfavorable for us. So again, just looking for things, looking for hopefully the enemies making mistakes that I can punish and just snowball myself further into the game. Here as well, again, they're super overextended. We punish that fast, get the Town of Flame. Still in time to defend the Rotom. Losing this Rotom would not be the biggest issue, so I didn't really care too much about it at this point in the game. All I care just about is experience. And here again, we just auto attack a lot, proc our boosted attack, always gives us a stack of our passive as well. And we just play around having just perma mobility. And if I want more Grassy Glides, I would just go for the Grassy Glide boosted thing, or the free Grassy Glide after my 3 stacks. And if not, the triple axel for more attack speed, more healing, and it also just actually does quite a lot of damage in general. You can just see me spinning around. It's very important to just keep auto-attacking as well, because again, every boosted attack gives you a stack of your passive and allows you just to have so many more abilities. Yeah, you can just see going very ham. Grassy gliding again, grassy gliding again, grassy gliding again, triple X-ling, and we just have another free ability. And here's like the shield with the score sheet. Sadly, the Talonflame is actually here. I was a bit greedy here. I think I could have given killed him. I think I died to him. That was very, very close. Was very, very close. I could have ultimated him, but I didn't feel like it's worth it, because then I don't have it. Like, I think I wanted to be in time for the bot Dreadnought fight. I just want to see if I can take him down. Sadly, couldn't quite. But I felt like ulting him. I mean, maybe it was worth ulting him. If I ult him there, I can maybe score top lane and look for more things. But now I can just look for a team fight instead. I will just straight up jump bot here and just go for a team fight with my ultimate, knowing that Talonflame doesn't have his ultimate. Stacking up, I always try to stack up on 2 auto attacks, on 2 passive stacks and a boosted auto attack if I can, before a team fight as well, so we just have much more abilities. Here we go in. Sadly, my ultimate got cancelled because I was ultimating the Snorlax, but the team fight still looks kind of well, and you can just see me revealing auto attacks after auto attacks, proccing my shields, grassy gliding back in. Sadly, I don't know. No, I didn't. I think I could have ultimated again. I'm not sure why I didn't ultimate. But yeah, it's very important to go into fights having 2 stacks on your passive and maybe a boosted auto attack up as well if you want to. Just make sure, be careful, the boosted auto attack slowly fades away on this character. It's not up forever. Some characters always have it up, some characters don't have it up. And now we're just farming again. Me and my team died, we lost red. Just go straight back to jungle and just farm level 14. The Rotom was also up again, but we still have our first tier 2 turret, tier 1 goal up on top lane, so I don't really care about it that much. And I mean, Talonflame gets a huge score though, but at this point in the game, we just have to try to be as strong as we can for the last team fight, since this game looks quite bad for us still. I'm just the only strong guy in our team currently. So yeah. See me auto-attacking a lot, triple X-ling. And we're just looking for that experience. And now I'm like, maybe I should slowly start looking for bot things. I'm just gonna go very ham. I'm just gonna do double grassy glides, triple exits, and the Sylveon just has no chance. Sylveon is absolutely destroyed by Tsareena. Here I try to cap, sadly can't. My score sheet almost helped me get it. And we just still go very ham. I think this character is a lot about limit testing. You will die a lot when you start playing this character in the first, like at the start, because you will just be over greedy all the time. But here, double grassy glide. So another fun thing is the grassy glide stun that you get at the end, right? You can also stop the animation by just using one of your abilities again. So we can just grassy glide, double grassy glide out very fast out of situations that look bad. And you can also cancel with triple X's so that you can instantly start damaging something. Now we just run on the Snorlax. Get a nice kill before Articuno spawns. This guy also, Brave Bird, Talonflame, actually dies quite easily if he doesn't have his ultimate up. Punish that. And the Sylveon again, just has no chance. His character can't do anything against my character. It's just completely unfair matchup. And we just dive him under his zone without any issues. The first zone is quite squishy, right? Easy to dive, right? Here the Tsareena ults us. I'm pretty low, I just have to ult him back. Don't really have a choice in this scenario. If I die here, the game might be over. I'm gonna be dead for a long time since I'm quite far ahead compared to my other teammates. Yeah, just proc the full here just to auto-attack him, but probably wasn't needed. Probably was a waste of a full heal. We proc his ultimate though. At this point, I'm just looking what is Articuno happening on the minimap as well. I see my team is doing there, and the Sylveon again, just absolute negative damage to me. Just auto-attack him. Slowbro ultimate him here, which, I mean, probably was okay. Probably wasn't needed, but I'm just going to slowly start Articuno just to bait my opponents in. But I see, I mean, 3 of the enemies are dead, right? I see 2 of them on this other side of the map fighting our Dragonite. So my decision was just, okay, just doing Articuno fast. The Talonflame is not in position at all. And yeah, we get a free Articuno. And end the game as well. So we are very, very aggressive in the last 2 minutes here and just try to look for very, very aggressive plays to make the game end. Here, sadly can't score though, but luckily it didn't matter. Just try to make room for my teammates and just make sure that they can score. So yeah, this character is absolutely crazy. It is, what's her strength are just very good at brawling. Low number. Like, I don't think her team fighting is good, right? Team fighting is quite difficult, but those like 1v1, 2v2 brawls, like there's don't think there's a single character that can win against her 1v1s. She does so much single target damage, has so much mobility, safe healing, a safe shield. pretty much impossible to fight her in 1v1 scenarios. Even in those 2v2, 3v3 skirmishes, she's absolutely insane. It just takes a while to get used to it in team fights, and I think that's about it. So again, I'm not the biggest fan of lane Tsareena, unless like in competitive people are starting to play top lane Tsareena instead of Lucario, but that's like a different level, right? We're talking about solo queue, and in solo queue I think if you have a bad lane partner, you're gonna have a hard time as Tsareena to get to your power spikes and not be behind on levels, because if you're behind on levels, you actually just, Tsareena's still very, very squishy. If she gets one CC or something, she can absolutely just get one shot. So you need to still get levels. So if you have a hard lane, you might not get where you are if you play jungle. Again, here you can see I did 136k damage, which is actually quite huge. If you played in lane, you can have a hard time. In jungle, you pretty much never have a hard time. You always reach your power spikes. But again, the biggest issue is you don't have Dragonite, right? But if you really want to play Tsareena, I would recommend playing it in the jungle over lane. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, bye.